Okay everyone, this is Ed here at BCA Outdoors. I'm here at Sowando Parking, the gateway to the Alps. As you can tell, it's Golden Week, everyone's on vacation. This place is packed. And it's time to start our adventure. Hello. This is incredible. I've never seen this place this packed before. Just walking through the parking lot right now, heading towards the bus terminal, and what we have in front of us is a ashi onsen, or a foot onsen. They're nice days hiking. You can come over here, rest your feet inside the hot water, which we'll be doing later after my hiking adventure is over. About a 3-minute walk up to the bus terminal. Okay, we're at the bus terminal now. Nice little rainbow right there. Take a little walk around the bus terminal before we start heading out. You can tell this place has a lot of people. It's pretty packed. And here we are inside the information area. And they give you a look at the different areas. And they also sell a bunch of stuff, including food, crampons, stuff like that. So if you get something basic, headlamps, stoves, you'll be able to find it. And right now we are right here, and we are going to be going either to here or to here today. Then the second day, I might be heading here or here. I think I'll be heading here on the second day. So with that being said, we are off. Let our adventure begin. And here we are, starting our trip. I'll check back with you if there's something interesting to see. So coming up here, that's called the Copper Bridge. The Copper Bridge is named after a mythological turtle man creature, the basis of the Ninja Turtles actually, that crosses this beautiful river. All those are shops, hotels, restaurants on the other side, and you've got this beautiful mountain vista. And as you can tell, there's a jillion people in town. Nice painting shot. Hopefully once we get out of this area, there'll be less people. Oh, this used to be a drawbridge. Nice. And here we go, there's a Copper Bridge. Now, those of you who are fishermen, this river is full of iguana in the late afternoons. It's beautiful, but the one problem is no fishing allowed. Disservice to fishermen everywhere. Okay, and here we go on a trek. Should be really nice, but very busy. I'm just hoping there's campsites open. We're gonna walk to the first one, see how that is. If it's too busy at the first campsite, I'll move on to the second one. Hopefully, there'll be camping there. If not, I'll be camping right on the friggin' trail. And look how clear this water is. Beautiful. Okay, coming up right now is the very first campsite you can camp at. It's also closest to the main area. Problem is, there's a lot of foot traffic. They also have rental tents here, huge Coleman tents. Take a look around. See a lot of people camping. They're packed in pretty good in some areas. Oh, this peak up there. Hopefully you can see it through the trees. That peak right there, 3,190 meters. It's probably third or fourth highest in Japan. This area, as I was saying earlier, used to be open to the public. People could drive up here, but they were destroying it. So they stopped allowing cars to come in. Now you're only allowed to come in either through taxi or bus. They used to graze cattle up here a long time ago. Okay, now the trail is starting to thin out with people. Getting a little warm, climbing in altitude a little bit. Hope you can see that through the trees. It's beautiful. Beautiful area. And I'm going to be stopping here in a couple of minutes, so I'll pull off a layer. Pretty spectacular views out here. You have the river down there, they got a lot of snow. But it's beautiful. During the late spring and during the summer times, on that peak right there, you can see flashlights about 5 o'clock in the morning. People summiting or trying to get to the other 3,000 meter peak. Okay, we're gonna be coming up to our first little hut in onsen or hot spring in a little while. Take a look at this view. Beautiful view. Can't go wrong with that. It is spectacular. And we're heading that way. Somewhere back there, around the corner. Temperature's dropping a little bit. But it is just downright gorgeous. Eddie, Kirk, Dad, Jay, Justin, Little Jay, wish you guys were here. And everyone looks at you really funny when you're doing these panoramic shots. Wish you guys were here. Okay, everyone, coming up to our first mountain hut. There's also an onsen here. So I'm huffing and puffing a little bit. I've been walking kind of quick. I want to get out to the campsite, make sure it's not full. It's really funny, you're way out in the outdoors and they have a smoking section. We'll be taking about a 10-15 minute break at this location, get a drink of water, use the restroom. Adjust my pack a little bit. I'll be good to go. And here we are, the first hut. So we started here. Wait, oh, sorry, the bus terminal. And already we've walked all the way to here. Oh, I'm warm. So I'll sign in off with you guys. I'll be back a little bit. Nice view of the place I'm at right now. Very beautiful up there. I really don't think I'm going to be heading up that way. I have no crampons, no ice axe. But this is the hut. And we're off again. And here we go again. Nice little stream. During the melt, this thing overflows. Okay, we're going to be coming up to our first Kamikochi resident, which is a monkey. As you can see, they're not really afraid of anybody. He's really close, just minding his own business. There's another resident. Nice little stream waterfall with a little board to cross. From the waterfall. And up to the mountain. Up, looking down at the river. Super clear water. Snow melt, spring fed. The rules of Kamikochi: you pack out your own garbage, don't bring anything in like seeds or insects, and you're not allowed to take any of that stuff out. They really want to preserve this place, and you can see why. It's just a wonder. It's beautiful. One thing that you'll notice out here in Kamikochi, a lot of people solo backpack out here, especially women. It's a relatively very safe area, no trouble, no theft. Sometimes you get some loud people or disrespectful people, but you get that everywhere in the world. But looking at the conditions that I just walked up in, a little bit of ice on the trail, I'm really thinking I might not make it up to Karasawa-san. I do not have an ice axe and I do not have crampons. So I might camp at the first campsite today. Second day I'll go out to the second campsite, which is still low. And then do a couple day hikes. I'm going to be excited to get to camp, get my camp set up, and get myself a bear. Benefit of backpacking and hiking in Kamikochi, they have full service mountain huts. Basically restaurants, they serve beer. They also sell equipment that you might need and souvenirs. I did make a mistake on my intro video to Kamikochi. The round trip bus fare was only 20 bucks. I don't know if that's a seasonal price or whatnot, but very affordable and well worth it. And I'm sliding my ass off right now. A lot of kids up here with their mothers, a lot of families. It's really nice. After it warms up, I'll be coming out here during the summer and I'll be hitting the peaks. Like that peak up there. They're tough hikes, but very doable. If you go higher, they get very technical. They have a lot of volunteers and workers that go up there and basically telling people to get off the mountain if they don't think they're prepared for it. It's beautiful. So this is part of Kamikochi I wanted to show everybody. So I have a lot of day hikers heading out or going to the hotels. And I have no idea what time it is right now. I'm slowing down a little bit. Got to catch my breath. I believe this is from snowmelt and also a spring. Look how clear that water is. Nice backdrop there, beautiful water, little pond, super clear, but I see no fish. Super still too. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa. And that means we're getting closer to the next location.
Okay, everyone, how's it going? After walking for about 4 or 5 hours, we're almost at the Tokugawa campsite. Just want to show you here on the map. Sorry, this is a voiceover. The audio is really, really bad. I had some issues with my mic being too close to my cell phone.
Okay, everybody, found my spot, cleaned it out. Now it's time to set up my tent. Once again, it's the Snug Pack Scorpion 3 3-person tent. Alright, Snug Pack 3-person tent comes with 3 poles, color coded, 2 green and a silver. Putting it together is fairly straightforward. It's all black aluminum, very strong. Put together your poles first. You get your tent all straightened out, and then you should be good to go. Now this tent has 2 parts to it. It has an inner and an outer. Usually they're separate, but the best part about this tent is you can actually keep them together. Saves a lot of time. Recommend you not let them snap in. Don't want to pinch anything. And there's my 3 poles. Now I'm going to have the ass of the tent facing the wind, which that's going to be here. Okay, the poles go across, the 2 greens go across, and the 1 silver goes across the front. Slide the poles in the sleeve, just work it right through. Once you get practice, it should only take about 5 minutes to set up or less, maybe a little more if it's just you. Now, since these are sleeves, they do get snagged every once in a while. And there you go, slide them right through. And number 2, same thing, just gonna slide it straight through in the sleeve. Oops. Slide it right through. There you go. Be careful with the poles. If you pull on them, they'll come unconnected, and that's how you can break them and bend them. And the last pole is the silver pole that goes across the front. Oh, there we go. Now, what I do is I put in my backs first, then I go do the front. Got 2 tabs. Put it in the furthest to make it easier. You can adjust it later. So I'm not giving you more information. I just want to get it set up. A little tired. Once you get that done, you can push them through and do the fronts. There we go. Slide it right through. You should get a nice bend to it. And pop it into the outside grommet. Like so. Now you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So this is a freestanding tent. Being a freestanding tent, you can set it up anywhere you want. Now you got to do the sides. The silver goes on the silver side. And the silver goes on the silver side. And then you get your nice frame. And voila, you have yourself a tent. And there you have it, the Snug Pack 3-person tent. Now you just stake up the corners, stake it out the way you want it, and you'll be good to go. One thing I highly recommend you do when you get this tent, buy different stakes. You gotta go through stakes left and right, especially out here because it's super rocky. There you go. This is where you want to break out your knife to help you pound them in. Now it looks like it is going to get windy tonight, so I am going to stake it all up. And there we have it, set up tent. And there you go, you can take a look inside the tent now. It's a little dark, but it's a good tent. I do not want to leave my stuff outside, it's a little muddy out. Oh, you got the snow melt and everything, so just be mindful of that. But there you go, I'm just gonna take out my sleeping bag, my air mattress, get that all set. Once that is all set up, I'm gonna go have a beer, get something to eat. Okay, this is gonna be my sleeping arrangement for this evening. The down sleeping bag is out. You put it out to let it loft up, that's how you stay warm. All the rest of my gear is inside. So that's it. Let's take a 360 of the tent. Since the temperature is supposed to get down to -6 tonight, I'm going to try to keep just my front 2 vents open to circulate air. My back vent will be closed. So there we go, the Snug Pack Scorpion 3 3-person tent. Shot inside. Okay, now we're walking back to the hut. And time to grab myself a beer. I deserve it. I do have to charge my telephone up if the batteries are going to die, so I'm going to do that here. Also, stop by my tent and start my battery charging. Which is really strange because I haven't used my cell phone all day, except for a little bit when I first got here. Now tomorrow, I gotta call my son. His birthday is on April 30th. Most likely he's gonna be working because he's super busy and he's also going to university. So I'm gonna give him a call in the morning, wish him a happy birthday. MSR, Nemo, you got some big money tents out here. Lots of Montbells. Supposed to be no ground fires. I'm gonna just head to the tent, get my cell phone charging, and I'll get back with you guys when I get inside the hut. Okay, everybody, here's my beer. Cheers to draft beer on a mountain. Can you believe that stuff? unbelievable. Cheers. Hey everybody, it's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm at my campsite. A little early, but I just didn't want to push myself a little bit, so I'm gonna sit here and eat a kind of a late lunch. Actually, I forgot my main dish. Benefit of using a lavalier mic, I can actually walk around and you guys can still hear me. Okay, so what's on the menu today? I think we have here, yes we do have unstuffed peppers. I got my coffee, which I forgot in my coffee cup, like a moron again. Just was talking to a couple people out here. They didn't want to be filmed, unfortunately, but there's been reports that's been a lot of avalanches. So I have to take that into consideration since I do not have the proper gear for that to handle an avalanche. Okay, so I have my water, I have my burner. Let's go over the burner real quick. This right here is a Sato micro regulator stove. Okay. It only weighs a few ounces, very easy to set up. You just pull out these arms and they lock into place. You don't need a lighter because it has an igniter. Hey, I made a rhyme. I'm a poet and I didn't even know it. Hey, I made another rhyme. Just screw it right onto your fuel canister. Should lock right in. Since I wanted coffee, I'm going to heat up my water for coffee first. And we have unstuffed peppers and we have some soup today. There we go, nice and level, kind of level, I guess. So turn on. There we go, that's it. It lit. Throw it right on top and let the water boil. Really effective. It works really well. One of the best stoves you can buy, I believe. I've used a couple of them and this one works the best. While that's boiling, I'll turn around and give you my view. That's the view I have right now. That's the view I'm going to have when I wake up in the morning. So what I plan on doing today is after I eat lunch, I'm going to go for a hike, just to walk around, show you guys around a little bit of this beautiful area. So for lunch, unstuffed peppers. Take the dried peppers, throw it right inside, just like so. I'm just going to add hot water to them. And now the temperature tonight is supposed to get down to about -6. My tent can handle that, no problem. It's a 4-season tent. It's been sitting out here in the sunlight for a while and it is nice and warm inside. I have a -20-degree sleeping bag I borrowed from my friend. That should be plenty warm for me tonight. Now tomorrow I'm gonna hike out to the next hut, which is probably about 3 hours away. Then I gotta make my decision. Do I camp there and make it a base camp? Or do I head up to the tops of these mountains? That's the decision I gotta make. I will probably make that tomorrow after I get to Yoku's hut. And once I'm up there, I'm gonna have a look around, see what's out there, and then make my decision. One way, if I go one way, I'm gonna go to Karasawa. Karasawa is going to be very busy. There's gonna be over 200 tents there. I mean, right now I'm looking at probably about 100 tents in this area. So there'll be 200 tents up there. Now, if I go up to the other site, it might not be as busy, but it's a chance because I have no idea who's up there. So we're gonna see what happens. I might just get out to the next campsite, set up my camp, grab my day pack and head up to Karasawa so I can take some video of that. It's supposed to be a technical hike. There's been avalanches. There's been a few avalanches over the last couple days. Some people got them on film. I wish I could get one on film. That would be incredible. But I do not have the gear for avalanches. I do not have an EPIRB. I do not have a poke stick, anything like that. I don't even have a GPS on me. So I don't think I'm going to head too far up. Okay, my coffee's done, so I'm going to let that cool because I can't have piping hot coffee. The rest of the hot water, I'm just going to pour in here and just cover my unstuffed peppers. Just like so. Just going to cover it with water. I don't know how well you can see that. And I'm going to let it rehydrate. Just let it sit there, let it rehydrate. When it starts, everything starts getting soft, then you got to just reheat it and boil off all the rest of the water. All right, let's take a look at our unstuffed peppers. Getting nice and meaty looking right now. It's a little watery. I'm going to add actually a little more water. I'm going to boil it up a little more just to make sure everything's soft. It smells incredible. Add a little more water. Then I'm going to boil it up more. Okay, everybody, I'm back. So first I want to go over a couple things. This right here is a close-up of the stove. Okay? All you have to do to take it apart is literally just fold these down. Just like so. Pull them out, and they slide swivel right down. Just like so. Then you just lock this over, unscrew it, and you're good to go. Really convenient, really nice to use. Relatively, compared to other stuff, relatively inexpensive. I think I paid like 50 bucks for this. And it works great. It boils water really fast. So that's that. We have our unstuffed peppers, which are right here. And that's my cup. So the unstuffed peppers are done. Take a look at them. Right there. It tastes exactly like stuffed peppers if you ever had them when you were a kid. They've been rehydrating for about 10 minutes. And perfect. Totally perfect. Tastes great. Oh, the recipe for this is really good. It's so tasty. Has a little sweetness. It's going to give you a lot of energy. Very, very good for hiking, camping. and it's going to warm you up really good. And of course, to go with my unstuffed peppers is going to be my coffee. Cheers. Now, since the last time I talked to you, I'm going to guess about another 50 tents went up. There are tents everywhere. 3 guys just put tents up right to my right hand side. But there's tents everywhere. Incredible, but it is beautiful out here. It is totally amazing. Expect with this many people to be really noisy, but it's really not. You hear some kids every once in a while, some people talking, but it's all muffled. But it looks really great. And I'm just gonna go for a little bit of a walk. Take a look around. I told you this place got packed. Take a look at this. This place is just fantastic. A lot of people in Japan never actually even get to see this. They're so stuck in Tokyo and these big cities. This is what you're missing. Beautiful. Karasawa-san is that way. That's the way we're going to be heading tomorrow. And I believe Karasawa-san's up there on the snow peak. From what I understand right now, like I told you earlier, it's going to be a very technical climb, and I don't have the proper equipment for that. There's the sun behind me. It's gonna be going behind that mountain soon. That means it's gonna probably get dark and cold. I'm gonna head back to camp. Just relax. Now I might just take a nap. I feel like taking a nap right now. Okay everyone, I'm in my tent now. I'm gonna probably just rest a little bit. Had a long day, so I'm gonna just kick back and relax. Might fall asleep here. Maybe, maybe not. This place has gotten packed, lots of people. So, see how it goes tonight sleeping, because hopefully they're not noisy. You have that problem here every once in a while. Right now I'm inside my tent. I have the front open because I like a little bit of light. So, it's a roomy tent. I'm sitting upright right now in the front of the tent. Can't do that in the back of the tent, but that's where your feet go, so leave it at that. The sleeping bag is all puffed up, which I'm going to compress it here again soon because I'm going to lay on it for a little bit. So my clothing I brought with me, basically my socks I'm wearing, Thermaltech long johns, my Fjällräven pants. I have a shirt that wisps away sweat. Then I have a kind of a feltish style shirt on top of that, and then I have my jacket. My jacket is not ideal, but I use it for fishing, and it's actually very warm, but you just get too hot in it. For extra clothes, I have a pair of sleeping pants that are insulated sleeping pants, another pair of socks which I'll be changing into right before I go to bed, and that'll be it. And I use my clothes bag as a pillow. And I think that's about all for my extra gear. My mural boots, my DC hat, of course. I always wear that. My montage to my son, because it's actually his hat. I stole it. He left it in Japan when he went back to Hawaii, because there's no need for him to have this type of hat in Hawaii. There are helicopters flying out here right now, dropping off supplies, and I believe there was one rescue already. So, I have a pot of water sitting outside, so be ready for tomorrow morning for my coffee. Then after that I'll make my breakfast. For breakfast I'm going to be eating oatmeal with chocolate chunks in it. Give me some extra energy. So I'll talk to you all later. I gotta switch out my battery before it dies. So aloha. Hey everyone, it's an update here. The sun has gone behind the mountains and the temperature's dropping, big time dropping. It's cold. So I'm going to slip into my sleeping bag, kick back, listen to an ebook, and relax. The problem that I thought was going to happen is happening. There's some loud people here that actually don't care about the other people who are hiking and stuff. So I'm just gonna get into my sleeping bag and just call it a day. And I'll get back with you guys in the morning. Okay? Aloha. See you then. Good morning, everyone. Just to show you how beautiful it is up here today. It looks fantastic, super clear. But last night, as you can see by my tent, it got down to -10 or less than that last night. Probably between -10 and -15. And my tent is a sheet of ice. Unbelievable, look at all the ice. Yeah, all ice. It's frozen. My tent is frozen. But I relatively stayed warm, which was nice. And now, time to make some coffee. So the game plan for today, I have no idea. I don't know if I'm going to stay out here if it's going to stay this cold, because then I have to wait till the sun comes out to basically unfreeze my tent. I don't want to carry 15 pounds of extra ice. This is just straight oatmeal, hot water, get something warm in my stomach. Oh. Last night I slept actually, I was warm. I was warm last night. I just could not get comfortable for some reason. Kept on sliding off my sleeping mat. Inside might be the new sleeping mat. The air is so clear up here. The mountains look so beautiful. The sun's behind the mountains right now. It's coming up. As soon as it comes up, it'll warm up really fast.
Hey everyone, walking back from the campsite here, and the trail we walked on yesterday, they had a landslide. The ice got up into the rocks, and when it froze, it spread them out, crushed them, and it slid down. That's a trail I was walking on yesterday.
I don't know if you can see that helicopter right there. It's carrying a supply drop. Okay, we just stopped and used the restroom. Ate one of my Snickers bars, got a drink. There's a little bridge down here I want to take a walk to before we head back. Another Kamikochi resident. Hey, buddy. If you want to see monkeys, this is the place to see them. They're all throughout here. Okay, we got some more monkeys. They're all over the place. And they got one with the baby on them. Oh, monkeys everywhere. Coming up to the Myojin Bridge. There's the summit right there. Large suspension bridge. Beautiful views. Myojin in the background right there. Nothing wrong with that, I tell you. Hey, how you doing?
Good,
Oh, I'm tired.
Is the pond closed?
I'm not sure.
Yeah?
I have no idea if it's closed. Just met a nice guy from Zimbabwe asking if the Myojin Pond was open, which I have no clue if it was or wasn't. Now the Myojin Pond, there is a shrine there. They charge you to go in. I'm totally done with shrines and stuff. Actually, my first 2 months in Japan, I had enough of shrines. And this little stream will feed right into the main river. Beautiful clear mountain water. Huge lot. So if you ever do come to Kamikochi, I do recommend taking this trail back. It's very nice and peaceful. It'll bring you right back to Copper Bridge, then the car park. There you go, Copper Bridge, 2.7 kilometers. I have no idea what that sign says. Something about Mori. And here's a monkey right by the river. They might hit up the onsens tonight. Or if there's any natural springs. Here comes another resident. Oh, a couple residents. Literally walking straight at me, right next to that couple. And I'll just move over for them. This time last year, this was all river, all flowing really, really nice. Beautiful water. This one. Which one? Oh, okay, everyone. I'm just sitting here, relaxing, taking a little breather, drink some water. Ah. 1.5 kilometers left to Copper Bridge. It's beautiful. This trail there's a lot of people on this trail today. A lot more than the last time I came here. But besides that, everyone's been really nice, relaxed, very chill, respectful. And all I hear is birds. Last night when I was sleeping, or trying to sleep, there was a barn owl just going crazy about 1 o'clock in the morning. And you heard a bunch of kids wake up screaming because of it. I had my battery out of the camera at the time because, you know, negative 14, that's a little chilly, you'll drain your battery. So I'm gonna sit here and take a little break and then get on our way, all right? Another little stream coming out of those mountains right there. Super, super cold water. .7 kilometers to Copper Bridge. Unbelievably beautiful. Give me a log cabin. I could live out here my whole life.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So this river actually flows into the Copper, where the Copper Bridge is. And here we come into Tapa with all the people.
火を取ってさ。
And now all you can smell is food. And tons of people. Let's see if I can get across the bridge without killing anyone. Oh, no problem. Crossing the Tapa Bridge. The bus terminal. Hey everyone, hey, thanks for joining me on this little adventure. Unfortunately, I couldn't take any pictures of the bus ride home because the bus was packed. I had to sit there with my backpack on my lap in a cramped bus, which sucked. But besides that, I thought it was a good trip. I had a good time. And I hope someday you guys can come out here and enjoy this beautiful scenery. This is at the bus terminal parking. So hopefully, if you want to come out here, let me know. Maybe I'll guide you through. All right, see you guys all the next time.